touch my camera!
Wake up, my chain is gone. That's how credit helped me scale my construction stuff. If you're a contractor, if you know type deal, I do good work. I'm proud of my work. I love what I do.
But definitely not assembling your grandmother's bed.
Y'all, man, excuse how I sound right now. I literally like just got up. I'm running late to this construction project. I was up all night talking to the boys and we was having a great talk. So we was up till like 2 a.m. and I had to get up at 8. If y'all don't know me, I need 8 hours of sleep. I'm a whole different person when I don't get my 8 hours. So I went to sleep probably around like 3, got up at like 8, so that's only 5 hours. I am not used to that. Yes, I do blue collar work. A lot of y'all know me as the credit guy. I mean, for crying out loud, my name is Mr. Credit to Wealth. But I grew up doing construction work. Like that was my first business, is a construction company. So that's what I'm on my way to now. This project specifically that I'm going to, I've been doing technically for a while. It was a lot of issues with the cabinets. So I have a contract, or a deal I should say, with a cabinet company. And they basically give me leads and they sell cabinets, and if they need an installer, they basically give them my information. So basically it was an issue with the cabinets when I was installing them. Long story short, they had a party, so I installed them the best I could so they can still have that party until the new cabinets came, because they had to delay the new cabinets, and now the new cabinets finally came. So now I'm on my way there now to take down the cabinets and then actually put them in the right way basically. But I'll show y'all in the video like the actual setup and what I actually mean by that. Man, a lot of y'all know me for just credit, but when it comes to credit, a lot of people just think that you just make money off of just credit just like this out of thin air. That's not the case. So how I got quote unquote rich off of credit is using credit to grow a business. So I had my construction company when I was 14 years old. I don't know if y'all can see, but I have this tattoo. This is my family's tattoo. Everything represents a family member. That measuring tape represents my grandfather. Still living, by the way. Love him to death. But he's the one who taught me the trades ever since I was able to walk and talk. And it's because of him that I started my first business. He gave me the skill set to be able to start my own business. When I got out of high school, I didn't go to college. I stayed at home and I grinded that construction company. I was probably making around 40K that year. Next year, once I grinded my credit out, I used that credit to invest in my construction company, buying tools, my truck, trailer, you know, all types of stuff. And I multiplied my annual income in just a year just because I had the capital to invest in myself. And I say that to say that, yes, you can have a great credit score, great credit report, have all this credit, have hundreds of thousands of dollars with the credit, but with great power comes great responsibility. And you can be in a bunch of debt for the rest of your life because of it. You can ruin your life with credit easily if you don't use it the right way, but you can also change your life. And that's what I teach. That's what reason why I pick up this camera is to let y'all know, like, hey, if you use credit the right way, you can change your life. Anybody can. And I say that all to kind of loop back to, yes, like my construction company is the reason why I do credit. My construction company is the reason why I'm Mr. Credit to Wealth. I still do projects here and there. You know, I'm not gonna say no to easy money now. At the end of the day, I'm a hustler, man. If I can get a good project that's not too difficult, doing something that I still enjoy and make a good check off of it, I'm not gonna miss out on that opportunity. Although I make great money with credit, I'm just a very active person. Like, I just can't really sit down and do, you know, computer work all day, be on the phone all day. I gotta do something. I gotta sweat. I gotta work. I'm just in that mindset still. And no matter where you are in your life, you should always have that mindset. I make great money on my laptop. I make great money at home, and that's my dream, is to do that. But I can always be doing more. But I can always be making more money. But I can also make sure that I'm not going to get lazy, because a lot of people make that money and get lazy, and then you can see it in their work ethic. I want to become that, so I take these construction jobs. Of course, again, great money, great opportunity to network, and it keeps my skills, you know, active. I'm not losing that skill of, you know, construction, but I always know that I still got that hustle in me, and that's the main thing that I want, is to know that, hey, if I need to get my hands dirty, I'm gonna get my hands dirty no matter what the case is. And I love that nobody can take that away from me. It's the fact that, hey, like, yeah, I can wear a suit, I can look professional, I got a nice car, but if I need to get my hands in the mud, I can put my hands in the mud, no problem. And I feel like that's what separates me from the rest. So that's why I still take construction projects. It's not always about the money, it's about the mindset, because that mindset is what got me rich off of credit. Yeah, so I'm on my way to this construction project now. It's about a 2-day project. I actually have another project too. It's going to be another 3 days. So about a week's project, make some good money, and then just work hard, sweat. It's hot still outside, man. It's like 95 degrees. That's the worst part about, you know, what I'm doing now. I'm not working outside, but I still have to like transport my tools. I set up my tools outside, so I'm not dirtying up the home, doing a lot of, you know, back and forth. So it's a little tough on that aspect, but not the end of the world. Like I said, this is what I signed up for. This is what I want. I want a reason to quit, just so I can power through it and prove to myself that I still got it in me. Still got it in me. That's kind of like my week for the most part, is balancing both, and that's a stressful thing. Oh my goodness, balancing both blue collar work. You know, I'm remodeling the kitchen, another home, I'm doing a rehab home, and then I'm still talking about credit. I don't stop the credit. Y'all gotta peep that. I don't stop the credit journey, man. I'm still on the phone with people. I'm still hustling. I'm still, you know, doing everything on the credit side. I'm still posting content. Like, man, that's the one thing that I love about myself. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to be arrogant. I'm saying this to motivate y'all, let y'all know why I'm successful. I love myself because I don't quit. I don't stop. That's what y'all need, man. Like, that's why I'm making this vlog, to show y'all, like, man, I'm not just some, you know, credit guru, some content dude. No, I'm out here. Look at this shirt, man. Come on, man. I made this design when I was 14 years old, y'all. I was 14 and I made this logo. Come on, y'all. Like, I've always been a hustler, and I'm always going to continue to be. That's where success comes from, and that's where you make millions off of credit, y'all. It's that hustler's mentality. And y'all can see I'm getting amped up because I treat it like a sport. I treat this like a sport. Like, man, I'm finna go in here, I'm finna put in work, go home, sleep, put in work the next day. Like, you guys gotta constantly elevate and grow yourselves. Like, don't stay stagnant at all. And man, y'all gonna be able to just look back and say, man, I did this, and this. That's the beauty of it. That's just something me and my boys were talking about last night when we was up late. You know, I was telling them, like, it's kind of difficult for me to be grateful for what I have, just simply because I'm always on to the next thing. And they told me and reassured me, like, that's a good thing. You're gonna have cycles in it. Like, it's gonna be cycles of feelings, because I can't, you know, look back and say, okay, there's a lot of days where I'm just like, I did this, I'm great at this, I got this in my life, and I am grateful. But it's like now, like today, for example, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about me having a nice car. I'm not worried about me having my jewelry or my, you know, technology, or having all this credit. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm worried about going in here and getting this kitchen right. I'm about 17 minutes out now, so I appreciate y'all for listening to my yap session. I know I yap a lot, but I love y'all and appreciate y'all for it. Like, for real, man. Like, this is real dope, being able to be a content creator and just, you know, talk to y'all, and y'all actually like heed my advice. I really appreciate that, and I love y'all for it, for real. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys as soon as I get to the property. I'm gonna show you guys kind of like the setup, unpack my tools, and then get started with working, y'all. Like, today's gonna be lit. Do that. I'm probably be done around like 5. I plan to be done by this stuff. Edit the video, edit this vlog. Shouldn't be too long of a vlog. And then once I'm done with that, that's pretty much my day, honestly. That's pretty much my day. I might clean my room, wash some clothes, and then on to the next vlog, y'all. I'm not stopping with this content stuff, man. I'm not stopping until I'm at the top. I want y'all to clip this, all right? Clip this. I just started with YouTube. I've been on Instagram and TikTok a little bit, but I want y'all to clip this and be like, hey, you know, in a couple months, Jeremy gonna be popping on YouTube. I'm gonna be popping on YouTube in a couple months. Only got 393 subscribers. Finna multiply that by 100 in a couple months, y'all. So I'm really serious about this content stuff now. But besides the point, I know I yap a lot, but I'm on my way to the spot now, and I'm gonna hit y'all as soon as I pull up, and then I'm gonna show y'all more of what I'm doing specifically. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. All right, y'all, I just made it to the property. This is the kitchen. So like I said, I temporarily put these up. So what happened was, it was a mismeasure from this wall to this wall. That's why you should always hire a professional to come through and measure for you guys. The measurement was off by ½ an inch, and because of that ½ an inch, this middle cabinet couldn't fit here because it was too small, and there's no way to trim the cabinets. So we had to reorder this upper cabinet and these lower cabinets. So I think it's like we're replacing these 2 cabinets here, and then replacing that cabinet and that cabinet that was supposed to be here as well, which altered over here and over here a little bit as well. But in total, because of ½ an inch, we lost 5 cabinets basically. So they had a party. So again, like, I just put this here, put it up just like this, just so they can still somewhat have a kitchen. So now, guess what? My job is to take these down and re-put them up now. Great. So that's what I'm doing here today. So I love these cabinets, actually. I really love this color. This color is really nice. I'm excited to do it. It should be easy. I said I should be done around 5, but I should be done sooner. I think I can get done around, like, it's about 10 o'clock now. I'm hoping for 2 o'clock. I think I should get this done in about 4 hours. It's really not difficult hanging cabinets. I'm gonna teach my boy E about hanging cabinets, bro. It's real simple. Only hard part about it is doing it by yourself, but that's why you invest in the right equipment. That's how credit helped me, was I'm able to buy tools so I can not only do this stuff by myself and keep all the money for myself, because I'm a little selfish, I'm not gonna lie, but mainly is so I can be more efficient with my work. So that's how credit helped me scale my construction company, is getting the tools to take on bigger jobs and be more efficient. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'm gonna go unload my truck and show you guys my setup in the garage. All right, y'all, as y'all can see, I'm already sweating just from unloading my truck, which is insane that it's this hot outside. All right, so here's obviously the setup. I got my table saw and my miter saw right on top, my little work table. I got my electrical wired here, and I'm getting all the equipment now to go inside. And again, it's not hard hanging cabinets. It don't take a lot. Don't take a lot of equipment either. It's just, of course, I do overkill, just so I can, you know, do my best work, both efficiently and just make sure it looks nice. But now you guys can see the inside where most of the tools are. Here's are my jacks where I'm going to use that to help me hold these cabinets in place. Got my little tool crate of just random stuff, tool bag, knee pad, nail guns, 18 brad, 16 gauge brad, finishings, levels, and just bucket of stuff. If you're a contractor, if you know type deal, you just got a bucket of stuff. First things first is I'm going to rearrange these top cabinets, build this refrigerator enclosure, put in this pantry. Then once that's done, simply put in the bases, and that'd be it. Like I said, I'm hoping to get done with this in 4 hours. I'm gonna get back to y'all once I'm done. It is currently 9:52, so I have 4 hours and 8 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna work on, and I will catch y'all and show y'all exactly what it's gonna look like when I'm done with it for today. Just finished doing all the upper cabinets. Took me a little bit longer than expected. It is currently 12:10 right now. It took me a little bit over 2 hours to finish the upper cabinets. And the only reason is because this microwave cabinet right here gave me a little bit of issues, which I explain in a second. But I repositioned all the cabinets. The client wanted me to lower it because before they were 3 inches higher. So I lowered it 3 inches lower because the client wanted to, basically, because these are very tall cabinets, they want to be able to reach the top. So because they're so high, I'm 6'1" and I'm barely getting to the top cabinet myself. So they wanted to lower 3 inches, so I lowered all of them 3 inches. And then I also rearranged the cabinets and put the new cabinets in. You guys can see the boxes that I had. And I had to cut some fillers, which is these empty pieces right here. This isn't anything. It's completely empty right there. As you can see, it's just hollow. So it was a little bit difficult because the original plan wasn't catered to this, and also didn't really take into account everything when we redid the plan. We only took into account for the cabinets. We didn't take into account for the stove, the microwave. So I had to kind of offset everything just a ½ an inch to the right, just so everything can fit. But I got all the uppers in, as you can see, all the way through. Now up next is the bases. I gotta do the bases, take this plywood off, make sure everything is good on there. And then lastly, I gotta do the refrigerator enclosure and this pantry. So hopefully the bases taking me, because the floor is pretty much leveled. Hopefully I don't have to level the bases. I can just plop them in there. If that's the case, that's gonna take me like 30 minutes to do. If I gotta shim them and level them, I would have to run to Home Depot and get some shims. And I don't want to do that because that's a 40-minute trip to go to Home Depot, get the stuff and come back. I don't want to waste time. But yeah, so hopefully I can just knock these bad boys in there, do the enclosure. The enclosure should take about 40 minutes, and the pantry for the most part is in there. I would just have to shift it over a little bit. But other than that, we are good to go. We're somewhat on schedule. So let me get back to knocking out these bases, and I will catch up with y'all as soon as I'm done. I end up having to go to the store now to get shims. And what shims are basically little pieces of wood or plastic that you put underneath things or behind things just to raise them, to make them level. So yeah, when I put in the cabinets, I need those to raise the cabinet and for the cabinet to have something to sit on, and it's not just floating in the air once I make it level, because the floor isn't perfectly level. So it just sucks that I gotta get out my groove and waste. The place is like 12 minutes away, So that's basically 25 minutes travel time plus 5 minutes to get it. That's 30 minutes gone that I have to do just to get something, which is annoying. But besides the point, yeah, so I'm on my way there now to get these shims. I'm about 10 minutes away now. Then pick them up, go back and knock this out, and I don't need anything else. And I knew when I woke up I should have went to Home Depot on my way here, but I said I should be able to get away with it. I indeed did not get away with it, sadly enough. But yeah, man, I gotta sadly go out here and burn time because I want to be done by 2. I'm gonna get there at 12:30, get back to the property probably around like 12:45. I'm only gonna have an hour to do everything, which I'm not gonna force myself to do because I gotta adjust that sink base and I gotta do that pantry. That pantry's gonna be a headache, so I already know I'm not gonna finish by 2. Now the goal is by 3 o'clock, which still isn't bad. That's still ending the work day off pretty early, but regardless, I want it to be done as early as possible. And I got a magical mission that came to be now. I was talking to my grandmother on the phone while I was working, checking up on her, and lo and behold, just Superman has to come by and get a mattress now out of nowhere. My mom was supposed to tell me that I'm supposed to help them and get a mattress and go from my grandma's house to my house. So I got to get a mattress and a box spring. So I got another side quest to do after work now, which is the most random thing, and I wish someone would have told me. But y'all know how families are, especially black families, gonna let you know last minute about everything. But they didn't even let me know. I had to call them and verify that I had nothing to do. It was like, oh yeah, we were supposed to tell you, but we didn't. But whatever, man. I love them to death. I ain't tripping. Just gotta vent to y'all a little bit because, man, nothing to do. But anyway, today been decent though. No complaints, man. I'm just ready to get to editing, y'all. I love this content stuff, man. I love picking up the camera and talking to y'all. I know I said that already earlier, but I just want to say I love and appreciate y'all, really. And you know, I should be doing something with the boys later on today too, so that'll be another vlog. And yeah, just give y'all some fun vlogs, kind of like be entertaining, because I know this vlog might be a little boring to y'all, but just want to show y'all that like life isn't just entertainment, and it's like it's business involved too. That's what I want to stress in my channel to y'all. It's that this is the real life that I live. Like, yeah, you know, I have fun, I got the cool cars, the jewelry and stuff like that. That's not my life. Like, that's probably like 10% of my life. Most of my life is grinding and working, and y'all need to see that. I want y'all to see this and see the truth, because social media and YouTube and, you know, just influencers in general, they put out what gets the views, which is either the bad, which is negative things like fights, arguments, trolling people, jokes and pranks, or they just show the luxury side, like, oh, I got this amazing penthouse, I got this, you know, I make 300K a month. And it's like, there's so much more to life than that. And I don't want y'all to see my life and be like, man, Jeremy making all this money, he got the cool car, he got the jewelry, he's doing everything perfect. I'm not doing everything perfect. I'm still learning as I go. And I want to show y'all my mistakes. I want to show y'all that I'm grinding hopefully just as hard as y'all. You know, y'all gotta, you know, I know a lot of y'all watching me probably got 9 to 5s. Y'all want to get out that, you know, 9 to 5 era, that mentality of, you know, chasing the cheese and the rat race. But it's a lot that goes into it. And what I like to tell people all the time is that 9 to 5, hey, it's better than entrepreneurship at some points, man. Like, I gotta fight for every dollar that I make. I gotta hunt for every dollar that I make. And with a 9 to 5, you know, you have that luxury of, okay, I already fought to get the job, now I have the job, I just gotta keep it. With me, I have to find the job, complete the job, make sure I complete it at my best so I can get referrals for more jobs, and then hunt for the job all over again. Like, I gotta constantly hunt. Like, imagine applying for a job once every 3 to 4 days and then having to perform at your best so you can be able to hunt all over again. Like, it's very stressful. I can't take a break. I don't have days off. I don't have a 9 to 5. I have a 8 to 10 p.m. And yeah, I can, you know, quote unquote adjust my schedule, but if I adjust my schedule, I don't make money that day, y'all. So it's like, I don't got PTO. I don't have that luxury. But I just want to show y'all that it's possible no matter how old you are. Again, I'm only 22 years old. I've been doing this since I was 14. I got serious when I was 18. So it's possible. It takes time, hard work, but I want y'all to see entrepreneurship for what it really is. I don't want y'all to see it for just the luxury things, because that's such a small part. I don't get to truly enjoy everything that I have just simply because I have to work to maintain it. And that's what a lot of people don't tell y'all. You have to grind constantly to maintain that stuff, constantly. Because the moment you ease up and you sit down and say, I got everything I want. You wake up and you're like, oh shit, I lost everything. Oh, I gotta grind again. That's literally my mentality all the time, bro. I can't really rest because if I go to sleep and wake up late, damn, I lost my bracelet. Go back to sleep, wake up, my chain is gone. Literally how it works, y'all. So it's not everybody glorifies that entrepreneurship, but they never speak about the maintaining of it. They always talk about how hard it was to get there, but nobody talks about maintaining it. And again, that's why I'm making this specific vlog, to show y'all what I do to maintain it. Like, credit, don't get me wrong, I make great money off of it, but at the end of the day, hey, I want to make sure that I'm set for life. I want to make sure that I'm straight. So I'm gonna keep getting up and keep grinding, y'all. But yeah, man, I'm about to pull up to this Ace now, get these shims. When I get back to the property, I'm finna knock out these bases. I'm gonna show y'all how the bases look, put the camera back down, put in the enclosure, and then show y'all final product, not product, but final, hey, I actually worked there before, that's crazy. Damn, my client's so close, I did not know. Am I 40 minutes away from the house? Besides the point, I just saw a house that I recently worked at. I did not know there was that close to this property. Anyway, besides the point, yeah, I'm gonna just quickly show y'all the steps because it's just the uppers. I did the uppers, now I gotta do the bases. Once I'm done with the bases, I'm gonna show y'all the bases. Then I'm gonna do the refrigerator enclosure in the pantry, show y'all that, and then get my butt home so I can get this mattress and box spring and stuff, and then just do my computer work for the rest of the day. But yeah, I go back there tomorrow to do the finishings. I gotta do the toe kick, crown molding, handles, making sure everything looks good with touch-ups, and then I'm pretty much done at that property. I know they want me to redo their bathroom, but that's gonna be a later project, and I gotta do the backsplash, but that's after they put the countertop in. But regardless, I'm gonna touch in with y'all as soon as I'm done with these bases. All right, y'all, look, I just decided to knock everything out because I was starting to find my rhythm with everything, so I didn't break it up into pieces. I just finished everything, and it is 3:47, a little bit over the time that I wanted after, you know, I had to go to Ace Hardware, so about 47 minutes because I want to get done at 3, but 3:47 ain't bad still. But here's how everything is looking. Don't look too bad. So tomorrow I'm coming back to do the hardware. I have to do the toe kicks, which is just the finishings down below that's going to match the cabinets and cover all those gaps. The crown molding, they have crown molding going all the way across. And then too, I have to readjust this pantry. So this is the enclosure I was talking about. So it goes cabinets, then we have this build out that matches the bases, goes up here. Now this, I have to build a platform to raise up to match against there, so it can be a smooth transition with the crown molding. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Everything is good, everything is level, ready to go. And it looks really good. This is a really nice design. I really enjoy putting these up, I'm not gonna lie, especially this area. I really like this area. I am a huge fan of enclosures. I just think it just brings everything together, makes it more uniform. And then once the countertop is put in up against there, cherry on the top. Yeah, I spent, what here? I got here about like 10 o'clock. So from 10 to 4, what's that? 6 hours worth of work. That's not bad at all. 6 hours worth of blue collar work. Go home now and got some more work. So let me get back in the truck. I'm gonna get to y'all once I get back to the truck and then be on my way home. But yeah, that's blue collar work for you. It's pretty simple, not too difficult, very strenuous though. Like picking up these cabinets are pretty big, they're pretty heavy, and doing that is pretty strenuous on the body. But other than that, it's really not bad, man. I really enjoy it, and I just love the outcome, like being able to like do this. I do good work. I'm proud of my work. I love what I do, and yeah, I can't wait to be a full-time content creator and just be able to kind of like put this behind me, but knowing that I have the skill in my back pocket. So once I do start investing in properties, I really do appreciate and love my grandfather for it. I can't thank him enough for blessing me with his skills and his knowledge, and I still call him to this day, hey granddad, how do I do this? And he's still more than happy to help me. So love my grandfather for that, and my grandmother helps me too with this sometimes too. But love my grandparents for it, man. Straight shaped me into the man that I am today. But yeah, y'all, I'm finna finish packing up my truck, and then I'm going to head back home to get this mattress. All right, y'all, I'm back at my grandparents' house, and my grandma right here is already picking battles with me. Just picking battles with me. What you gotta say to my vlog, Grandma?
That's just natural.
Now you're camera shy. All right. I guess I'm the only person in my family that can talk in front of a camera because my grandma.
That's natural. That's what we do, you and I.
That's all you had to say. You had a lot more to say before I turned this camera on. Yeah, I'm going upstairs now to get this mattress. Slaving for my family.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna get this mattress. She got some other stuff too that I'm gonna get, and then just take it to the house. Blair, where you at?
You got any protective, like, case thing? This nigga. Oh, it's still not that firm.
You know what to do?
Come on.
Why you take your sheet off?
Why would we have this sheet on there?
Yeah.
You're not taking that.
What do you mean?
You're not taking this mattress. You're taking the box spring of this one.
Okay, tell them what you want to do then. Tell them now.
I told them.
Keep in mind, everybody, nobody told me anything about this today.
I tried to explain it to you when we were talking earlier. I said.
You're literally talking about 3 different bedrooms.
Exactly.
You have 3 different mattresses.
You said granddad's room. I said, yeah. You're going to take that mattress, but you're going to take this box spring because that's the pair.
So what is it on in there now?
Well, Mom told me guest room, and when I think guest room, I think this room. And she said we're taking a mattress and box spring.
Yeah, that is the guest. That's why I said, why are you taking the sheets off? But that's cool. Just I can redo that.
Yeah, that's fine.
You glad you ain't got to take this heavy sucker.
That is such heavy, and it's too soft. I ain't get some sleeping on that old soft.
All right, where you going? I'm back.
Don't be giving me a look like crap today.
You guys stress me out. You guys stress me out.
Chill.
Hold the camera, Grandma.
Hold on, I'm gonna go over there.
Don't touch my camera!
Your mama told me.
We gonna lift it over. All right.
They gonna say, was you talking to your grandma?
Alright, I'm sitting my side down.
All right. This short plan.
Can we zoom in on Blair not doing anything?
Well, you're not scooting.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for you
y'all
to
have
scoot.
to know that that's gonna be a problem, so you're gonna have to.
So what do you want us to do? Like deassemble it?
I'm just letting you know, cause you might know, but Blair's never had this this situation here. You're gonna have to be turning it.
One corner to corner.
Alright.
Like that.
Alright.
Like, it wasn't that hard of a solution, Grandma.
Just started disrespecting me and everything. But you know, Blair just wouldn't know what to do with this situation.
Alright, just sit it here. We're gonna get the mattress.
Alright.
Alright, we just finished uploading everything. That bench is either gonna have to go in the back seat or you have to come back for that. Well, it's tough to be you, Blair.
She gonna have to.
Thanks a lot.
No
Love
problem.
you too.
Had to tie this boy down on the back. Hopefully this doesn't fall. I didn't have my brother to tie it down with me because he was too busy doing nothing in the house.
Oh, I was doing none. Definitely not assembling your grandmother's bed.
I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is I was out here by myself struggling to strap this boy down. So hopefully this doesn't fall off on the ride home. If it does, I'm sending Blair to do it.
Finally.
Wait.
Hmm?
Hold on, let me ask this mom if she got a can of string. I need like 1 can of string.
You might have to drive back for that, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
I need to move. I need to get this done,
No,
bro.
because I
need
know
to
how
get
that
this
go.
done.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. You had all that time. That was a 15-minute
I forget.
standstill that you did.
Yes,
You
I'm
know
like, I
what?
need to.
I got work I need to do on this laptop.
I'm so
Tell
sick
her,
of y'all.
Jordan. Tell her, bro.
Because that's insane work that you wait till we're backing out the driveway for some magical string beans. Like,
Yes.
I don't know. I'll give it to go faster.
Alright, bro. Hey.
Shit.
Yeah.
How was it even going faster? All right, y'all. So I finally got everything into the crib. So driving it back home, the thing ended up flying off. The mattress ended up flying off, and it stood on the back of the truck. So I was able to pull over and just restrap it. But every time I overload my truck, and my little brother even said it, like he's just like, every time I load my truck, I be testing my luck and I be speeding with it on there, and the wind just ends up taking it. So that's what happened. So nothing major on that. Like it didn't just fly off and hit somebody. It was just hanging on the back of the truck, which is no big deal. So we put the mattress in the box spring in the crib, and it would not fit. And I had to literally turn into the Incredible Hulk to be able to fit it through like the stairs. Because you know, when you go down the stairs, the ceiling's like really close to the stairs. Like I even have to like duck my head because it's a very old house. Design was poor, and it was like, it wasn't even like made by like a professional company. It was made like, when we bought this house, we bought it from somebody who built the house himself, custom made house. So it was just too short. So I had to like ram it through so we can be able to fit it, all that extra stuff. Then I had to hop on 2 phone calls. Then after that, I had to go on my laptop, do a little bit of work. That's why you see me in a new outfit now, because I had to switch it to get all that dust off of me, because I don't like, you know, being dirty in my chair. So took my clothes off, put this on real quick, and just went straight into credit stuff. Everything is good now, but just wanted to come on here and tell y'all, like, I'm a very busy person, and I enjoy being busy. It's just, it can get very stressful at times, but if you want to be an entrepreneur, your life is no longer your life. And what I mean by that is, your life is dedicated to your business. Whether that business is helping people or helping other businesses, your life revolves around others. And it's a selfless thing to do, because you don't really have time for yourself. Like, as you guys can see, I went from doing blue collar construction work to right into that helping my family, right into that doing credit stuff. It is currently 5:50, still early in the day, but I'm still nowhere near done with my work day. That's been my day ever since I graduated high school. So for a lot of you guys that, you know, want to become an entrepreneur, this is the truth of entrepreneurship. You don't have time to really do anything. And that's why I was saying earlier in the vlog how really, you know, you guys see the cool little accessories that we have, the toys we're able to get as entrepreneurs, but we don't get much time to enjoy them. Like, when we do enjoy them, of course, it's the greatest thing in the world. And I love driving my car. I love wearing my jewelry. I love wearing my clothes. You know, I love that, just period. But it's not all the time I get to enjoy it. So when I do get to enjoy it, I really make value of that time. But being an entrepreneur is tough, y'all. And it's not meant for everybody. Not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone's meant to be a leader. And that's perfectly okay, because this lifestyle is very, very tiring, very, very stressful. Because imagine like somebody whose 9 to 5 is construction, right? So if your 9 to 5 is construction, I just did a normal 9 to 5. Not only that, I have to come home. I actually have to send an invoice to my CPA, who actually wants me to redo her laundry room. I got to create an invoice for her now. Not only that, I got to edit this vlog. I got to post content on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. I got to do credit stuff. I got to talk to my business partners on the credit side. It's so much that goes into entrepreneurship, and I want you guys to truly understand that before hopping into it. Because the last thing I want is for you to take what I say and leverage your credit into a business, and it ends up, you know, being too much than what you can handle. Because that's the last thing I want you guys to do. So last little piece of advice is going back to how I was saying in the beginning of the vlog. Credit just doesn't print you money. It's about actually running a business. Credit helps leverage that business and scale that business to the next level, but don't just think credit is going to be your end-all be-all solution to everything, y'all. So that being said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to me. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And if this video gets 100 likes, I'll do another construction video. I don't know if you guys find that interesting, but if y'all do, 100 likes, I'll be able to just do it again. I'll do another kitchen, and I'll show you guys the actual finished product of that kitchen. I go there to finish everything tomorrow. So 100 likes, I will go back to the property and I speak to the owners and just do kind of like a before and after. I got videos of the before, and then I'll show you guys the during, which is this vlog, and then the after as well. So again, I love and appreciate you guys for tuning out, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Don't touch my camera!